development is currently slowed down from probably the peak maybe in 17, 18, 19, around there. I mean, development naturally slows once it reaches a certain point, although there's always going to be a developer that thinks he has the magic site that nobody else thought of. So there's always going to be the tendency to overdevelop in any market we're in, any cycle we're in. So that's going to happen. I think the pandemic slowed things down. I think a lot of projects got stalled or even taken off the drawing boards when people really were a little fearful, like, what does tomorrow even hold? Back in March, April, May. So that slowed things down. But I think as long as money remains cheap, I think that and financing is out there still for construction, I think you're still going to see development. So as far as Reliant, we are very selective on ground up. If we have one or two projects at a time, that's probably our cup is full, so to speak, on development. We're probably a little less anxious to do conversion, where the stick and bricks are already out of the ground, and that little bit of the risk is taken off the table. But we're still going to focus primarily on buying existing facilities and doing our value add strategy. So we will do some ground up, but we're just much more selective. How it affects us operationally, when you buy a property and 9 months later, 3 are coming out of the ground, it's not a good thing. So we spend a ton of time on research when we buy a property, not only looking at what we can see when we drive around, but call the planning department, look up some of the national resources that are out there, try to find who's coming, who's trying to get a project approved, who recently got one approved that's going to be putting a shovel in the ground in 2 months. So we're doing a lot of work on that. And we're very cognizant of new development and know that it's a threat in some ways, because the new developer comes in and he may drop his prices to half the market just to fill the property up. And because storage at some point, when everybody's kind of got the same amenities and are very similar and have a lot of the similar class, the focus becomes on price. Let's just be fair. If everybody looks the same and smells the same, I'm probably going to go to the place that has the best price. Unfortunately, in some cases, but so we keep a big eye on development. Reliant does, and we're very selective in what we do.